Hello everybody, Joe Simmons here with another video for Money Mentality. And this one here I want to talk about how adaptability and being open to change can lead to new experiences you never thought of before. So, most of us, when you graduate high school and you go to college, it's a completely different experience. If you think that, your college life is going to be like your high school life, is totally different. First of all, is you have to enroll yourself. Yeah, that's right. You have to enroll yourself. Number two, you have to make sure you get your books. But more importantly, number three, you got to make sure you follow the syllabus. And number four, your professors, they're not going to be begging you to turn in your homework. And more than likely, you have to turn your homework in before you sit down. That was one of the biggest things I had to learn how to adjust to when it came to going to college. Was that, you're on your own. The professors hold you accountable. They say, hey, look, 16 weeks, here's the syllabus. If you need anything, check the syllabus. I'm used to teachers, you might even forget, or they may give you a reminder, hey, we have class tomorrow, and we got a quiz, and we got a test. Now, in college, there could be some times where the teacher will tell you, like, you're supposed to read the syllabus, and you come in, and you got a pop quiz. And you're looking like, whoa, like, where is this coming from? It's a completely different change from high school. Also too, the academic level is a whole lot higher. Also in college, there's more group work. So you have to be convincing, and it's all about collaborating with others. Whereas in high school, yeah, you did group stuff, but that was more of an individual performance. In college and at the university, a lot of stuff is group work. So you got to be able to do your part, but you also got to be able to stay on top of other people in the group as well. That's a big change. That's a big way to adapt. I mean, moving from another city, for me, for example, I'm originally from Miami, Florida. When I went to University of South Florida in Tampa, Florida, that was a complete different change for me. I had to learn how to adapt. Number one, to a new city, even though I had been there plenty of time because I have, cousins like that, but still, it's one thing when you visit something, and it's a completely different thing when you actually live there. For people that have moved to different cities or different counties, I'm pretty sure you guys can understand or sympathize when I say moving to a whole other city is completely different than when you actually live in there. So I had to get used to college life. There was a lot of stuff I had to get used to. And also, too, getting my first apartment. I had never rented an apartment before. That was a complete change for me. I had to get used to that. Then on top of that, doing different projects and interacting with different people and learning different things. Like, it was a complete change for me. Even when I got my first job out of college, I was working at a bank. Completely different. There's a lot of stuff that I had to change, and I continued in the finance industry, and I sold investments. It's a completely different change. I had to adapt. If I went to the bank and I said, "Hey, at my old company, we did it this, or this is how we did a certain thing," they'll look at me like I was crazy and say, "Well, we're not at your old company. We're at the current company." Same thing too. When I transferred from banking to investments, it's a completely different thing. If I say, well, at the bank we did this, the investment side is going to be like, no, that's not how it works. Even when at my corporate training job that I've been at now for 7 years, it's still a complete change. Stuff is changing every single day. I done experienced 3 mergers now. I'm really one of the only anchors that's still left. So I done been through change a lot. And also, too, by me saying yes to certain opportunities, it opened up certain opportunities I never thought was possible. I got a video coming later, but I said yes to helping my senior manager out at the time, in which that, she needed help. I wound up learning stuff that I never even thought of I would be learning before. And I was able to surpass a lot of people that had a lot of years of experience on me. But why? But it was because I was open to new opportunities. She needed help. And the fastest way to get the most help, since I was reliable, was to show me everything. I learned stuff. I was like, whoa, okay, so that's how this worked. That's how that worked. So when it comes to it, be open to new experiences. You never know what might happen. I mean, me leaving Miami and going to Tampa and staying there, I met some new friends. I had some new experiences. Had some good times, had some bad times. But I learned certain things. I would have never had those experiences if I would have just stayed in Miami. My grandmother was very adamant about that. You need to go off to college. You don't need to stay home. You need to go off to college. So that's what I did. She made sure I went off to college. It's the same thing too. When I moved, now I currently live in West Palm Beach. When I had to move from Tampa to West Palm Beach, this was a culture shock too. And even now in my current company, a lot of times when people say no, okay, I'll say yes. Because I just never know. And then, a lot of times I'm able to help my colleagues and solve certain issues, but it was because I was open to adapting and changing to what was necessary for my department and for the company as a whole. So this is just a strong recommendation. Be open to changing. It will change your career for the better. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Please leave your thoughts, comments, concerns, your perspectives in the bottom. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Simmons out.